Welcome back, everybody, to another video of Proverse World. I'm Jordan here, aka Proverse. Today, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite series to watch right now, The Legend of Vox Machina. And I just want to go into a little bit of a sort of review about this show without giving up too much. Uh, First of all, if you're into Dungeons and Dragons, uh, like warlocks and um, rogues and brutes and all that stuff. I don't know the exact terminology. Elfins, elves, all that stuff. If you're into that, you're into the fantasy aspect. You're into RPGs like I am. Not too much into the D&D stuff, but I kind of got. I got a small amount of knowledge on it, nothing significant to have a conversation about. But this show, it has all of that in there. If you're into fantasy RPGs, D&D, it's practically a D&D story. Uh, it's put in full motion though, so it's not like it's a turn-based story or nothing crazy like that. Like it's a ensemble of misfits. Um, they get together. It's about seven of them, I want to say. It's a huge ensemble, and they're pretty much kicked out of every bar. They fail on all their missions. Then they pretty much take up the task of slaying a dragon. And there's more to it. That's just the first half of season one. It gets pretty nitty and gritty. I love the approach that they did with season two specifically. But before we move on there, I think that season one caught a little bit of flack. They believe that the comedy was a little forced. I'm an easy person to crack when it comes to comedy. I love comedy, corny to some extent. Like if it's too over the top, if it's trying a little too hard for me, and only I can feel like it's trying too hard, I won't force it on anybody else. Then I'm like not really feeling it that much. And they also believe that the ensemble, having a large amount of people, took away from some of the details, specifically in season one, because there was only one character they really focused on in season one. There were little hints and nuggets dropped here and there, but that kind of set it up for season two that we didn't really see coming until later on in season two. But watching it as a first season show without a second season, I can see how someone would think, okay, they didn't give me enough meat and potatoes for the entire cast. They really only focused solely on one character, and then they kind of focused on the second character. So the first character that they really focused on throughout the whole season really was Percy. Percy was the guy, and he has like this edge to him. He has this tragic backstory. You give me a tragic backstory, I'm already in. Give me the tragic backstory. It's kind of cliche at this point. Like, to be honest with you, it's a little cliche now. But I could take the tragic backstory, the messed up family. Give me the messed up family. Give me the kids in despair. Give me the orphans. I'll take all the orphans. Give me the orphans. Give me the this person killed my family. Give me the I need to go and get revenge on this guy because he killed my wife and my kids. So all the Scorpions and the Sasuke's and the Percy's and the give me all of them. Give me all of those characters. I'm with it. I'm cool with that. The other character that they focused on in the first season was Pike. She had like an interesting story because she questioned her morality and her faith, which isn't always shown in a lot of or displayed in a lot of media or entertainment. Not all the time. It happens, you see it. It's not a cliche theme really. Like, and it's a real life situation. Like, people go through things where they start questioning their faith and all that stuff. And she wondered, yo, can I really hang out with my friends, drink beer, get into bar fights, kill dragons, and still be a faithful person to my religion or whatever I'm into? So that was an interesting plot point. I won't give you guys the answer and all that stuff. And then that, moving on to season two, we got the information most that we really needed about most of the, well, all the characters really. At that point, Percy took a back seat. Pike took a small back seat, but she was still a part of Grog's story. Without giving away too much, I just like that within those 12 episodes, which was 3 a week, by the way, so stretched across like 4 weeks, so 3 episodes a week. Interesting concept. I'm not opposed to the weekly showings of episodes. I'm kind of used to it, but it feels a little strange now in this streaming era where you get all of the season at once. So it's a change, but you see how all the characters have their challenges and their problems, and it's at like it's in twos usually, like twos or threes, and you see that Vax has his problem, Vex has her problem. Hope I'm not mixing those names up. Grog has his problems within the middle to the end of the show. Ganlin has his issues throughout the entire series because he is a messed up individual. And we kind of see that. He's a screw up and he's somewhat of a coward and somewhat of a ladies' man and a little overindulged into certain activities. So we see a little bit of that too, of him trying to overcome that. Not saying whether he did or not. No spoilers, remember? Um, and there's a new foe, of course. More dragons. They picked up where they left off at the end of the first season. So, hella dragons, hella problems, more adversaries, more foes. Another quest to go on. So, I think as far as me talking to you about the story itself, I think I'm good right here. But I like the potential that the show could go in. And I like what Prime did with this show. And I said this a few times now, that the American adult cartoons are doing so good. Like they're doing great. Prime, I don't know what their library really looks like other than the few shows that I have watched on there. But the few shows that I have watched on there have been like supreme level. Um, I'm talking like 7 stars and above, 7 out of 10 and above at the minimum. Because I would give Vox Machina all in all probably a 7, 7.5, maybe an 8 out of 10, like just to be, fair and unbiased to some extent. Because I really do enjoy the show. Yeah, they're just putting out pretty good pieces of content that I really enjoy, and I still think that the anime world has to step it up. Attack on Titan's about to end, maybe this year, maybe next year. I don't know when the exact timeline is of the countdown of Attack on Titan finally being done, but that's gonna happen at some point. My hero right here is in a good spot. I still have to finish season 5. Don't kill me. Still gotta finish for season 5. It's not entirely my fault. But I hear season 6 is crazy, 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 crazy. So they're doing well. Dragon Ball has to come out at some point. Maybe. We heard the news about Tenkaichi 4, so that's good enough for me as far as my need for Dragon Ball in general. Um, what else is there? I have to watch Vinland Saga at some point. I hear that's pretty good. But what I'm getting at is we need something to stick as far as the the anime content. I'm not trying to compare the two. They can both exist into this world. Like everything is for everyone. So people that watch anime don't all have to like Vox Machina. People that watch Vox Machina doesn't have to watch anime really. Um, but like I just don't see a show to carry that mantle like of this is anime. Like I don't see it yet. I'm not completely sold on Jujutsu Kaisen. I have to finish the first season still. I'm like on episode 13 or something. As far as where I am, it's not that great. You had like one or two cool moments, but I'm not completely sold on it yet. Like a lot of people are. No disrespect to the creators of Jujutsu Kaisen. Um, Chainsaw Man, y'all already know my review on that. I wasn't sold on that either. But before I string, I prolong this video, whatever, like make it go on longer than it has to. That's what I meant, not prolong. Um, I just want y'all to check that out, man. I'm gonna be dropping, the individual short videos. So look forward to that. Look forward to some more different kinds of content coming soon. And this is Jordan here, aka Provers, and I'm out. Peace.